As we move closer to the end of 2014, what better time than the present to take a look back at the past year in sports, and what an amazing one it was for the Andrew Jackson girls basketball team as they went to the Upper State Championship game where Dorisha Sowell scored 40 points to get her squad into the title game, where they eventually fell to Bishop England. But the storybook ending did finally happen for DeQuisha McClanahan and her fellow Winthrop teammates as they brought home the school's first ever women's basketball conference championship and tournament appearance against the Duke Blue Devils. And the Winthrop women's tennis team continued their decade of dominance, having to play their championship match not once but twice, and in the end they were able to pull off the upset, and it was so nice that Winthrop did it twice, as the men's squad also brought home their first Big South Conference championship in 4 years. Moving back to high school, the Fort Mill Yellow Jackets were all the buzz this year in lacrosse as they went to White Knoll High School and paid back the Wando Warriors for their defeat in the 2013 championship match.
That's going to do it. Fort Mill wins. The Yellow Jackets knock off the Wando Warriors, and they are your 2014 state champs.
The Jackets weren't the only ones to get a second chance at a state title. The Rock Hill wrestling team made their way through the playoffs and faced Somerville in the championship. They came down to the final seconds of the final minute of the final match, where senior Devin Fail wrote a storybook ending to his wrestling career.
I told the kid last night his defining moment was going to be tonight, that his finest hour was going to be tonight, and he proved it to us. He's forever going to be a legend in Rock Hill wrestling history.
But you know, the Bearcats were also getting the job done on the baseball field, as were the Northwestern Trojans. And these two teams will meet in the Upper State Championship Series, showing that Rock Hill is not just a football town, but that sport is still king in these parts. And this May, there was a new king of the NFL draft.
With the first pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Jadeveon Clowney, defensive end, South Carolina.
From football to football, the Indian Land Warriors continue to be the kings of the mountain when it comes to soccer in the Upper State, as they made their third consecutive trip to the 2A state championship game. One team that failed to make their third consecutive appearance was the Northwestern Trojans, but the school has definitely put themselves and Rock Hill on the map, drawing another nationally televised game against Burns to open the 2014 football season. A year that saw York head coach Bobby Carroll finally get over the Upper State hurdle and into the title game. And although the Cougars lost, they have definitely completed one of the best 4-year turnarounds in recent history. But one script that hasn't been flipped is the success of the South Point Stallions, as they beat Hartsfield to take home their third football title in the school's 10-year history and second for Coach Straight Heron. But they weren't the only team putting on for the schools. The girls golf team recorded an unbeaten season and state claim to the 3A state championship. And as is the usual story in the Tri-County, we only expect bigger and better things in 2015. Wishing you a Merry Christmas, this is Jeremy Winder, CN2 Sports.